I hope the introduction part is clear. Okay. So when we talk of the story, the Browning version written by Terence Rattigan, here we will find four main characters. One is Mr. Crocker Harris. Mr. Crocker Harris, he's a middle-aged person, a teacher in a British school teaching Latin. He was a reserved kind of person, but very honest, dedicated, and devoted towards his profession. And we see that there is another character who is Mr. Frank. He's also a teacher in the school and he teaches science. But Mr. Frank, he's quite young as compared to Mr. Crocker Harris, and also is quite an opposite to Mr. Crocker Harris's nature. He likes mixing with the students. He's very frank with the students and rarely follows the school rules and regulations. We will explore and discover more about these characters as we read through the story. So we see that we will find how both of these characters, they differ in temperament, age, and devotion. As we read, we will explore more about these two personalities. Then the third character in the story is Taplow. He is the student. He is a student of Mr. Crocker Harris, reading in lower fifth form. Form here refers to the class. He is a student of lower fifth grade, and his interest is towards reading science. Now, the way we see that in our junior classes up to 5th standard, students, they read EVS, they don't have science as a subject. So when they are promoted to 6th standard, they start reading science. So here also the student Taplow, he was interested more in science subject. He did not like reading literature. And then there is the fourth character whose name is Mrs. Miley Crocker Harris. She is wife of Mr. Crocker Harris. Okay, so let's begin reading of the story. So this is an excerpt from the Browning version. The scene is set in a school. Frank is young and Crocker Harris middle-aged. Both are masters. Taplow is a boy of 16 who has come in to do extra work for Crocker Harris. But the latter has not yet arrived, and Frank finds Taplow waiting. The plot of the story is a school. Now the scene opens where we find a student waiting for his teacher. And the teacher is Mr. Crocker Harris. Now, as Mr. Crocker Harris, he was a very dedicated teacher. He gave students what they deserved. And it was the end of the term now. The result was to be declared the next day. But still, he had not given marks to his student, the grades to his student Taplow, because due to his illness, Taplow had missed one of the lectures given by Mr. Crocker Harris. And as Mr. Crocker Harris, he very strictly followed the rules and regulations. He did not mark him because he wanted Taplow to complete his lectures so that he can give him what he deserved to get. And that is why Mr. Crocker Harris, he called Taplow on that day, which was the end of the term. He called him in the evening to complete his work. So Taplow was there in the school waiting for his teacher, Mr. Crocker Harris, for that extra work. But for some reason, the teacher is late. So the student is waiting there. And this teacher, Mr. Frank, he happens to see this child and he starts the conversation. Now, throughout the chapter, whatever we will discover and explore, it will be through the conversation between these two persons. One is Mr. Frank and the other is the student Taplow. So let's start reading the play. The excerpt taken from the play of Terence Rattigan, the Browning version. The Browning version, I hope now it is clear. The title which has been taken from Robert Browning's story, The Browning. Frank says, "Do I know you?" Taplow, "No, sir." Frank, "What's your name?" Taplow says, "Taplow." Frank, "Taplow? No, I don't. You're not a scientist, I gather." So the teacher, he became, we can say, inquisitive to know who the child was, why the child was there, and to whom he was there, for waiting for there. So he came to him, he asked his name by asking that whether he knew the boy. Now, when this student, Taplow, he introduced himself, he said that, "No, I don't know you." He said that, "You are not a scientist, I gather." Here, scientist doesn't refer to the scientist to do research. Here, he is calling that Taplow, he was not a student of science and Frank was not his teacher. So in that way, he said that you are not a scientist. Are we clear? Taplow, "No, sir, I'm still in the lower fifth. I can't specialize until next term. That is to say, if I've got my remove, all right." Remove here refers to the certificate of promotion, the result. It was the end of the term. The student, he was waiting for his result. So he said that, no, he was still a student in the lower fifth grade. And for that reason, he couldn't specialize in science and he could only go for science when he gets the result. So he was still waiting for his result. Frank, "Don't you know if you've got your remove?" Taplow, "No, sir. Mr. Crocker Harris doesn't tell us the results like the other masters." Now, in this school, British school, there was a rule that the result was always declared by the headmaster of the school. Headmaster, just like principal of the school, head of the authority. But many other teachers in that school, they did not follow the rules and regulations. So they used to already declare the result in their classes before the headmaster could declare it in the assembly. So here Taplow says that, no, as you know, Mr. Crocker Harris, he follows rules and regulations strictly. So this teacher, he had not declared the result in his class yet. Frank says, "Why not?" Taplow, "Well, you know what he's like, sir." Frank, "I believe there is a rule that form results should only be announced by the headmaster on the last day of term." Taplow, "Yes, but who else pays attention to it except Mr. Crocker Harris?" Now we find some bitterness in the behavior of Taplow because he's not happy that on one side where other teachers have already declared the results, his teacher, Mr. Crocker Harris, who follows the rules and regulations strictly, has not declared it yet. He was eagerly waiting for his result. And since the teacher has not declared it yet, he had to wait till the next day. So he seems to be complaining that you all know that how there is a rule and not everybody pays attention to that rule except Mr. Crocker Harris. Frank says, "I don't, I admit, but that's no criterion. So you have got to wait until tomorrow to know your fate, have you?" And so here we come to know about this teacher, Frank. He admits the fact in front of a student that he has already declared the result in the class. And this teacher never follows the rules and regulations strictly. What was he supposed to do? He was to wait till next day. Wait for the headmaster to announce the result, but he has already discussed in the class. And then He shows sympathy towards Taplow, that how now he had to wait till the next day. And he says that's no criterion. He provokes the child to go against the rule. Somewhere we see a teacher provoking a child, and this is not a right attitude on part of a teacher. A teacher cannot evoke such kind of things in a student. So we see here Mr. Frank having a very different attitude towards rules and regulations, and he is also instigating a feeling of bitterness in the child. उसके अंदर एक अलग सी भावना पैदा कर रहे हैं जिससे बच्चे के अंदर और ज्यादा तकलीफ पैदा हो जाए, और वो उसे क्लियरली बता रहे हैं कि how pity that you have not come to know about the result yet. And he also says that he will have to wait till tomorrow. So Taplow says, yes, sir. Then Frank goes on. Supposing the answer is favorable, what then? Mr. Frank पूछते हैं कि मान लो तुम पास हो जाते हो तो आगे क्या डिसाइड किया है? Taplow in a very excited voice, oh, science, sir, of course. Frank sadly, yes, we get all the slackers. Here, slackers refers to students who are very lazy, who seems to lack interest in science. So कुछ जो मजबूरी में पढ़ते हैं. Like we can see the last benchers showing least interest in the chapter, and one of them is sleeping there. So, example of slackers there. So what we find here, that again, a very wrong attitude of a teacher is highlighted. Now see the way this teacher is talking to the child, we get a negative impression of the teacher here. Right in front of the student who shows his interest in the subject, which is science. And Mr. Frank, he teaches science, but he shows lack of enthusiasm. Even he discourages the student by saying that how he gets slackers every year. But Taplow, he says protestingly, I'm extremely interested in science, sir. We see the enthusiasm in the student, that how much he was interested in science. Frank says, are you? I am not. Not at least in the science I have to teach. Now this statement, what it highlights about Mr. Frank. Mr. Frank के बारे में क्या character highlight होता है? What kind of negativity? Read the sentence again. We will discuss from here tomorrow. Yes, the teacher says a teacher is teaching a subject in which he lacks his own interest. So how can he create interest in the students then? Among students, he will fail to create that kind of motivation and encouragement. And when the teacher says, are you interested? But I'm not at least the science subject that he teaches. And he shows his lack of interest in the subject that he teaches. So you can just imagine what kind of teacher is Mr. Frank. So we'll stop here today. We will continue from here. Okay? Do take a reading of the chapter, better.